Well, hello and welcome again to River Valley Farm. I got gas, so we'll try to see if that is the problem we're having with the carburetor or not. And then we need to take the hood panel and this piece back off so we can get in here and mess with this coolant leak and see what's going on with that. So anyway, still not happy with the carburetor though, because when if it takes a bounce and it's not, I'm not happy with the carburetor because it leaks. It leaks fuel, but that is to do with that rubber tip blow nozzle. So basically I need to give up on that and put in a shut off valve here of some sort. That way we can just turn the gas off when we're not using the tractor. I think otherwise we're okay with that. I think it is just, I was running out of gas yesterday when I was messing with the PTO. But anyway, so I'm gonna add fuel. We're gonna take that apart, see what we got going there. Okay, so we're down to it, and it sure just looks like that hose is leaking, and I cannot tighten that clamp anymore at all. So let's see what to do. Trying to loosen it. Let me get a light. Okay, so now I got it dripping on both ends. You can see there's some repair here on this one. I don't know. It wasn't leaking though before we put this hose on here. So I'm going to try and move this hose back toward the engine a little bit. Maybe. If I can. If it'll let me. Okay. Because that neck is not very long at all. But anyway, we're going to retighten this up and see what happens, I guess. Okay, so nothing I do really seems to want to dry this up. It's still dripping. I've turned every which way, repositioned that clamp every which way. Nothing really seems to work. So guess now what we got to do is take it back off and see what's going on. So yeah, we'll just have to take this top, hopefully anyway, take this top mount, and then the lower mount bolts out, and then slide the hose off. We'll just let the top, with coolants on the top run out on the ground. It'll be okay. And we'll go from there. Okay, so as you can see, there's just not a whole lot of neck there to begin with. And then I don't know how well it shows up on camera, but there is just a slight dent in the bottom of it there. I mean, very, very slight. Like a hose clamp and a piece of hose should take up for it. But anyway, since there's nothing really for it to grab onto to begin with, I guess we're going to have to try and work on that. The old hose, which, was probably, I don't know, older than me, I would venture to say, didn't work so well. And of course, I think I already threw it away anyway. Okay, so I need to come up with a small hammer and a small punch and try and work that out. It's the only thing I can really do with it. And that may be too much of a hammer. I wonder if my boss would bring me floor dry. Might have to ask him tomorrow. Okay, well, I've massaged on it a bit, and I can't really tell if I'm helping or hurting. But anyway, I guess the only real way to find that out is to put the hose back on and fill it back up and see what happens. The whole system really leaves a little bit to be desired just because of it had water in it. So we still don't show any signs of any internal leaks though, so I'm still happy with that. But you know, just rust issues at the moment is what seems to be the biggest problem we're facing. This not so much, that was dented, and then after, you know, ever how many years it sealed up, I guess, or the old hose, it got hot enough and it sealed or something. But anyway, oh, so yeah, at least as I hope it's the hose and not just something leaking up under here. It could be that too, because, you know, there's been somebody has been cleaning and working on this with a soldering iron, with solder by the looks of it. But anyway, let me clean that up, I guess, and we'll let it sit here for a little while longer. I bet it's not the hose at all. I bet it's that damn mess right there. So yeah, somewhere right in that general vicinity. You can wipe it off and then it comes back. So looks like we get the joys of trying to solder a radiator. Sounds like fun, doesn't it? So anyway, I guess we'll call this one good for now, because it's going on like 8 o'clock at night and so on and so forth. But anyway, yeah. So the 300 keeps giving us work to do. That's good, I guess, to a point. But yeah, anyway, well, I don't know how well you guys can see, but I can see. Well, you can't see anything for that light, but that's the problem with this light. I can see really good, but you guys can't see anything. There is a crack right there underneath of the neck. So that's what we're up against, is that crack. I got to get the water down in the radiator enough that I can do something with it, heat it up, cook it out, dry it out, then try and solder it back. So as far as that goes, I don't even know what that stuff is. I don't have my knife either. Is it solder or is it something else? For all I know, it might be bubble gum. It kind of feels like bubble gum. JB Weld or something. It's not soldered. Even better. That means we got to clean all that crap off before we can try and solder it. Anyway. Not a big fan of bars leak, but I might be this time. We'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching. I'll be back tomorrow with more interesting developments. I get to go get tested in the morning and see whether I have COVID or not.